What's going on? We here again. Yes, TLC is back. We are back. TLC Show. Today we have a fabulous topic. We always come with good topics. I mean, hey, what is our topic today? I'll let Mr. Treyvon let everybody know what our topic
Whoa.
is.
Well, our topic today is going to deal with technology and the youth. Like, probably some basic stuff that they should know when they go into industry and stuff like that. Some stuff they could probably prepare for, you know. It don't always have to be on the phone. It can be on a computer. Because the computer is what's going to be used when you're at work, not your phone. Unless you're in, like, social media or stuff like that.
Okay. Well, my name is Renee.
And I'm Miss Cleveland.
And I forgot what was my name again?
Treyvon.
I'm Treyvon.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we're on. So where are we going with this topic? So normally, we develop the topic, and we try to get the topic to relate to what's going on in society, and also with the youth, because our whole purpose here is to build up our community and our youth. So, how can technology help when we talk about developing the youth and helping them become successful in society?
Well, technology can help the youth be in society is because industry standards, they change as time goes on. Nothing stays constant, well, except for, you know, the basic components and stuff, like how to open a file and stuff like that. But what you need to know is, like, some of the stuff that you learn in the industry, they'll look for that. If you know it already, they'll be like, okay, so they don't have to teach you on that. They have to teach you only the basic stuff that they have internally, basically. Like, you should know pretty much all about Word and Excel and all that stuff. So if you know any tricks and stuff, you can apply that to your job too. It's easier for you. But in every company, you're probably going to be opening like an Excel document or a Word document. You're going to need to know some stuff, how to operate them and all that stuff. So it's best to get those out the way.
Okay, so I'm thinking when we talk about technology, does that tie in with social media?
It depends on if you're doing like a social media type of job, then yes, you do need to know about social media. You need to know how to upload files, whether it be like wireless or wired, because you really do need to know how to upload your files. I had to help someone upload their files one time, and I was just like, how? Why? I questioned it, and it's like, the person was younger than me, so I was like, okay. Just, here's the wire, you just plug it in, and you just drag the file over.
Wow. Okay, well, I'm thinking like more so when they're young, are we telling them to learn about technology, use devices like phones and tablets, start getting the experience now with the devices so you can be, an expert in technology when you get older?
Yeah, we should teach them like the basic safety standards for technology. Like, we know technology nowadays is not secure. Someone can hack your phone easily. They'll get their accounts hacked easily. I don't know how they get their accounts hacked, but usually that's through like opening an email or opening something you're not supposed to be clicking on.
Okay.
So if they know the basic safety standards, like, don't open this because it might have some type of virus on it, or don't click on anything that you don't know about because it may be like a phishing scheme where they get your login information, all that stuff, or someone saying your password's been compromised. Please enter your new password or something like that from Facebook. Some of them get really creative nowadays with their website phishing stuff. Like, they'll make it look as close as official as they can.
So there is some good and bad in technology.
Yes, there's good and bad.
Because I know our previous episode we were saying the kids shouldn't be using technology. They need to go outside and get their feet dirty. So we want them to be on a device here and there.
Yes, here and there, because you get news updates on your device. You get information on your device. Now, whether that information is true or false, it depends on the sources you go to. But the information you receive, like, it can be important. They can go outside too. It's like, not to say they don't need to go outside, but you do need to know information like that's coming in around the world. Someone may know something around your community. If they transmit the information, say, "Hey, look out for this one person. They're doing something they're not supposed to be doing." And if you don't know about that, you go outside. Oh, you're in your situation right there. Or like, let's say you live in like a somewhere very close to nature, like a mountain area, and you say there's a mountain lion outside wandering around the neighborhood. Be careful when you go out. You don't see that, but you getting snuck up on by a mountain lion.
So, Miss Cleveland, what you think about that? Do you allow your children to explore technology? I know last episode we were saying that we don't want them on social media and they need to go outside. So, what Treyvon is saying, does it kind of sound like we need to let them explore technology, or?
Yeah, a little bit. I have a desktop at home, and they ask to get on there sometimes.
Okay.
Like to do, I guess to go to websites they learned at school.
Okay.
So I guess informational websites like education sites and stuff like that. Yeah.
I think they do need to learn the basics,
Yeah.
how to navigate through the system and everything else, and what not to click on.
So, what happens when they don't get involved with technology? Like, what do you guys think is the impact? Because I have some people that I deal with, they're grown adults and they don't know how to send emails, they don't know how to type. And so, adults are in there stuck in their ways, but when we have young adults, then we can kind of work with them. So, what do you guys think is the impact when they don't know how to use technology?
The impact when they don't know how to use technology, like you said, how to send an email. I can't imagine someone not being able to know how to send an email, but
Hey, it's a lot of people.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot of people, but it's like it's also there's a send button once you make the email. It's compose and then you click send once you have the information in there. Now, how to set up a proper email, that's a different story.
Okay. Because I know back in the days, like, reading and writing was not, well, reading and writing was like, it was required. But now that you have AI, you have all these special features on a computer, you really can just speak it out and it'll type it up for you. So, what do you think, far as that, like the difference from back in the days where you had to know how to read and write compared to today? Like, you really don't know. You need to know, like, the basics, but you don't need to be an expert in reading and writing to create something using technology.
All I can say is, if you use AI for a topic that you don't know nothing about, someone will fact check you at some point in time about that knowledge. So you can't get away with it. So you better know what you're talking about when you enter that into the prompt for AI to write out. Because I know for sure someone's going to test you on it. And if you don't know about it, you're going to be in trouble.
Okay. Yeah. But I think more so we need to welcome the youth in technology. Like, just getting them to be excited about it.
Yeah, they
I
could be.
think, yeah, sometimes they get a little afraid when it looks too big of a deal. And so if we can dumb it down for them, I think it will be good for them to learn it. And that way, when they get older and they go apply for jobs, there's something that they can put on their resume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to be learning that right now anyway, because every job have something to do with technology in some kind of way.
I agree. I agree. But some kids aren't trying to learn about, they don't want to learn about a device, a computer. They don't see how important it is.
Until they get that job they want, and then they lost.
All I got to say, like, I know some of these kids, they want to be like content creators, right? Well, you need to know the software. You need to know what kind of mic or what kind of headset you need. You need to know what you need to use for your content. So if you don't know that, then you're not you're not going to be a content creator. You can just turn on a video. It's not going to be the best quality. You don't know any of that. But you're going to need to edit your videos and stuff like that to make it interesting for more people to click on it. Because it's all about these clicks nowadays. You got to do those 5-second videos, get those clicks, and then move on. But if you can't edit your videos, it's like someone can outdo you so easily by just editing their videos.
And I think it's a lot of opportunities for that. Like, you know, just getting involved in that. It's so much opportunities in regards to technology. I feel like people are missing that whole industry. It's an industry full of opportunities. And if youth can wake up and smell the coffee, I think that would be a good journey that they can join far as technology, like it's everywhere. It's really you can't run nowhere. Like it's everywhere that you go. But it's easier now. That's what I'm trying to get across. That it's easier than it was way back in the days. Like today, you don't even need to know how to type. You can just speak it out, and it's going to automatically create the text. It's going to create the whole email, a ebook. These are things that you can just speak into the device, and it's going to create all this content for you.
Yeah.
Like, why is people not taking? Why is the young adults not taking advantage of this when it's here for them? Like that's what is scary because the simplest thing, the children are not taking advantage of it.
They don't know all the advantages of it,
So
all the
how do
benefits that
we?
they can get from it.
So is it that
They
the
just don't know.
the professionals like you, Treyvon, because you've been in IT for a while. So why is it that, or what do you do to make the community aware? Like, what do you do for youth to let them know, look, this position is here for you. This industry is here for you. What do you do as far as impacting the youth?
As far as impacting youth, I the thing that you need to know is like for IT, you need to know the ins out of your system, what's going on with it. You don't want nothing to break down, so you just need to make sure you know everything about the stuff you're using. That's basically the basic of IT. Know what you're using and then know how everything works. Because it's not gonna be for everyone, but just learn the basic of how your stuff works. That's all that is.
Okay. Because I know when I was younger, when I heard IT, it just sounds scary, even though it's two letters. It just sounds like even when you think of school, you think of a long length of schooling. You just think of a lot of like tools and wires. That's all. That was my vision of IT.
When I think about it, I think about those people who play video games for a living.
Yep.
As a computer, I'm like, I don't want to do that.
That's video game design, and that's actually a
That's
thing.
all I think about when I thought about IT.
Yeah, if IT, I would think it's more like
Gamers.
I wouldn't think like gamers. I would think more like dealing with wires, making sure servers are working and stuff like that. But as for like the other stuff that could be associated with it, based off of what y'all just said, those are mainly, I would say those are mainly coders, people who code stuff, and they go in depth. That's like ones and zeros of a computer. That's basic language for them. It'll be like
Binary numbers.
yeah, binary numbers, binary data, and all that stuff. Now, as for IT, there's different sections of it. There's networking, Bash, which is basically command on Windows, like the command prompt and all that stuff. There's codes and different stuff for that too.
Why they have paper applications anymore?
No, they don't. Oh,
Paper applications. That's a good one because that's back in the days.
yeah, it's all digital
And
now.
some of the kids are still, well, okay. So when we talk about education, some of the schools are still using paper, but some are using computers, just 100%.
Yep, the
And
Chromebooks.
so that right there is an advance based on when we talk about technology and when the kids are graduating. Now you have a whole group of kids who no longer is into using paper. But then you have that group that are still using paper. And then when they get into society, they're going to have like that gap because now, when you go to work, it's fully computer, it's robotic, everything. Like everything is just digital. But then you just graduated high school and you're so used to using paper. So I think that the school systems need to catch up because there are some schools that are still struggling when it comes to laptops for the kids and, everybody having a computer to use to do their work. So it starts from school just as well as it starts from home. Because if I'm looking for a school for my child, I want my child to be able to have the digital aspect of learning because that's what society is based on now. So I don't know if people are paying attention to that how big, the digital world is turning. But when you look at schooling, you most definitely want to see if that school can afford to have computers for all the students because now we're taking away paper. We're going paperless. And you have some adults that don't even know how to use computers. So if we have our young children growing up, graduating, and they don't know how to use computers, that is a huge problem. Huge problem. Like, are you guys familiar with anybody that's, adults that don't know how to use technology?
Um, as for adults that don't know how to use technology, I would have to say my grandparents, but
Yeah, I've
they
seen
know
that
how to
too.
use technology, don't know how to use it in depth. And when there's a problem, they usually ask one of us, one of my uncles or me, to see if I can take a look at it. But that's because they're older, and it's like technology is advancing faster than they can learn about it.
That's crazy. It's
It
so
is.
fast.
Yeah.
So what about you, Miss Cleveland?
Yeah, the older people. Yeah, and probably those who don't have access to any type of computer or nobody even to show them. I mean, they have the work source, but a lot of people don't have like ways to get to the work source.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the younger people don't want to teach them. So
Well, the younger people are probably like, you should already know. You know everything else. Like, didn't you just cuss me out yesterday and said you knew everything and this is your house? So why do I need to show you how to send an email?
Oh wow.
yes,
So that's one of the biggest things too, is that you have the children who are growing up with computers and growing up with technology, and they're living in a home with a parent that don't know nothing about technology. That's why the respect should go both ways, because the child can teach the parent something just as well as the parent can teach the child. But when we have it one sided and the parent don't want to listen to the child, that's the same scenario where I say, well, if the house is burning down, you want that child to be able to tell you that house is on fire, but you telling the child to be quiet. So I think that is a big deal. And I see it a lot when, if you call an older person and you say, hey, send me that text, share that message you said you seen. And then the older person like, oh, let me tell my grandson to send it to you because I don't know how to work this phone. You see what I'm saying? And I think the adults are, I don't want to say illiterate because that kind of sound mean, but they're not tech savvy.
Oh, my grandmother knows how to use her phone. I can tell you that for sure. She knows how to use it.
Well, that's good. That's good. But if we take away technology from the youth, they'll be just like the older adults who don't know nothing about technology. So if we try to visualize it, all you have to do is think of an older person who know nothing about technology, don't know how to use a phone or a computer. That will be the same as a child that's missing out on technology and younger in in their upbringing. So that's how you can visualize that. Like, a child is lost. I believe that a child is so lost when they don't know how to type, when they don't know how to use a computer. I think that children should know how to break those computers down and put them back together. That's how serious I believe that technology is. That's crazy, huh?
no, all I thought about was kids building bombs. That's what that just went in my head.
Why did that go into your head?
Yeah, where's your mind?
I mean, we have terrorist attacks all the time, and you just talking about breaking it down and putting it together. I'm like, oh my
It's
god.
not
Like
like
a Lego.
it's not like cut this red wire. It's like a Lego.
You never know with these kids. You never know.
So what do you think they can do? What are the possibilities if they know everything about technology? You think they'll be terrorists?
No,
I mean, YouTube's open source. They can learn simple explosions. Honestly,
Yeah.
like y'all say, it starts at school and in the house,
Yep.
yeah, schools got parental control.
and at
Parents
home
at
they
home.
should. Yeah, they need to be
But
having.
parents, like you just said, they're not well versed with technology, so they won't know about the parental controls, especially on like game systems and all that. They all come with parental controls, but they never be turned on.
We need to start putting it on the phones.
They're on phones
All
too.
of them.
They're on phones too, but they don't turn them on.
I think they should practice on the computer. Cause like you say, they're not gonna be on their phones at work.
Oh no, they're not. But like I said, you say it starts at home. It's like at home they have their phones. If you're trying to limit their phone usage, you need to go over to parental controls. Every device has a parental controller built in. You just need to know how to access it.
Well, it's all about timing. Sometimes you just don't have time to do the smallest things that will make a big impact. So,
Right? We like you say, we need to make time as parents.
We do. But you
Yeah.
know, we had this discussion before, Miss Cleveland, that it's so much other stuff going on. So we don't have time to focus on the small things. Because remember, we have to survive. So as a parent, it's always survival mode. And even a young adult, because Treyvon don't have kids, but I'm sure, is it survival for you too or no?
I'm surviving.
See? Survival all across
One
the
way
board.
or another, I'm surviving. Now, if something breaks out and happens, you ain't gonna see me for a while.
So yeah, that tells you there are some small things that can help the situation, but it's like you have to decide what's important and what's reality, because time is of the essence. So if you spend time on small stuff like parental control, you could be using that time doing something else. Because parental control, you have to put a code in, right? Let's say they want to buy something on the app. You have to put the code in. And if you don't do that, what comes with that, Treyvon? They're going to be bugging and begging all day. So that's more stress.
I mean, I don't know. More stress. You could have a link to your account or something. I don't know.
Okay, so some stuff.
I mean, you could use it as a way to teach them the value of money if you want to.
Yeah. But some stuff we just have to put it to the side.
Yeah.
And we have to have trust, because you don't want to have too much restriction on your children.
Oh yeah, you don't.
Yeah, that's not going to be good.
That's for you to decide what you want to do. Though.
Are you talking about with
as
money?
A parent.
No, with technology. He's saying to put controls on everything.
I mean, not everything, but
You
yeah.
can't put controls on everything, but you can. It's possible. But as for recommending it, it's up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to teach your kid or what to do with your kid.
Okay, so when we talk about technology and we talk about computers, we talk about phones and not having any control, we know what the possibilities are, right?
Yeah.
Pornography, we know about social media, the bad side of social media. We know all of these things that goes with not putting the control on technology. But we don't want to strip technology from our youth. We want to condone it, but we want to trust them that they're going to do the right thing. So how do we make sure that they're doing the right thing when we're putting technology in front of them and saying, hey, you have access to this whole world. You have access to all of this nice, fancy stuff.
Well, if you're talking about pornography, in Texas, they passed a law, I believe, about that. So you shouldn't really have to worry about that.
Oh, I don't know nothing about
Me
You
either.
need a whole ID and everything from based on what that law
Really?
says. Yeah.
Okay, so hopefully by the time my children grow up to be using devices and stuff, then it won't even be available.
Or we can just teach them at
Or
home.
we can teach them, yeah.
Yeah.
It's better to teach them, honestly.
Okay. So then that goes back to the trust thing. So we have to be able to trust the young adults that they're going to do right by the access they have okay. And I think that's where we're probably going to struggle. That parents don't have the trust, and that's why they're limited to technology. Because we don't want our kids on social media all the time, and we want to watch what they're doing. So that's a trust issue. You don't think it's trust involved?
I
little bit.
mean, there's always going to be a trust issue. Because there's going to be a trust issue with technology, too. Because some parents don't want technology like that either. Like the AI and people in the workforce, they don't want it because they think they're going to lose their jobs. But they might lose their job, but if they focus on like how to keep that running, it's like a job opportunity for them to keep on learning about it. Because the more you know about it, the more you can stick around for it and repair it and be a essential part of it.
I agree, because I have a friend and she don't use the normal devices. I say normal, but she doesn't use Google, the Alexa. They don't have none of that stuff.
What are they using? Is it sticks and stones?
See? So if they don't
Walkie-talkies?
have that, are they not cool? Or they
No, I'm just curious. What are they using?
they don't use any of that.
Is
Why
it-
do they need it?
I mean, I was just asking just in case it was like an open source type of thing. Because there's stuff that's not on brand. Like there's Linux,
But
there's
what is
different
it
browser
for? Why do you
types.
need that?
There's Hawaii phones. I mean, what do you mean by why do you need that?
Why do you need an Alexa? Or what will happen if you don't have an Alexa? What are you missing out on?
You're not really missing out on anything for Alexa. You can still look up stuff on your phone if you're trying to shop on Amazon and stuff like that.
So she has a daughter that is the same age as my daughter, and my daughter want to communicate on Alexa with her. They don't have an Alexa, so they're not normal. I mean, is
Why you
that
saying that normal?
So you saying that
so?
like
Do y'all have an Alexa or a Google?
there's an Alexa at my house, but we don't use it,
But you have one,
I
Yeah,
use
we
mine
have
all the
one.
time.
and she has one,
and she uses it all the time.
and I have one. So one person that don't have one is not normal.
I mean, it depends on the person. Like it's like,
Like what they use it for? That
yeah,
was-
what are you using it for? That's the thing.
Well, that's why I was asking you guys what is it that we use it for to say a person is missing out on it if they don't have it? Because when she said she didn't have it, I just thought she was weird. Like that's what came to my mind. Like what? You don't have Alexa?
I wouldn't think they were weird. I'd say, okay, that's fine. It's not my business to say, oh, you're weird. Ew.
That's like when you come across somebody that don't have social media.
I mean,
You say
it's
you don't
fine.
have social media. What? Everybody has social. You don't have an Instagram. No. You don't have nothing.
It's fine with
Oh, I
that.
have an account, but I don't get on it. So you be snooping. That's different.
No, I just have an account that I don't post pictures.
Yeah,
on.
I don't use mine.
No, but it's just technology is for everybody, but some people just, they pick and choose what they want to do with.
Yeah, they can pick and choose what they want to do. It's like they're not letting it control them fully. It's like if I want to have a TikTok account, I can't have a TikTok account. I'm just scrolling through videos, seeing what's funny and not. And click like, move on. Oh, that's pretty funny. Oh, that's interesting. Like, move on. You don't have to post anything on TikTok to use it.
Yeah.
So
or
you're not
like,
letting it control you or influence you.
No, I'll use it for like basic news stuff. Like they don't show on news sometimes, and then I'll look it up if I'm actually curious about it.
Okay. Okay, so what does that do for you?
That's just informing me about what's going on in the world because they don't talk about everything on the news in the morning. Sometimes they'll talk about what they want to talk about, like a quick snippets, and then it's like, oh, I gotta go to work.
Okay.
That's what I use my Alexa for.
Oh, yeah. Good way to check
I
the weather.
have it like set up because I turns my phone off at nighttime. So since I turn it off, I don't have an alarm clock since nobody have clocks anymore.
I have an alarm clock on my phone.
Yeah, but I'm saying I turn my phone off.
actual-
Yeah, clock.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I didn't know.
So I have like this morning routine I have with Alexa. She wakes us up like 4 in the mornings. She give me the daily weather report, local news.
See?
Oh,
This is what I'm talking about.
very
She give me
ingrained
my
into it. You have a smart home right there.
You know what I actually like because she actually says my name. It's hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
If everybody else will be talking, she'll be like, "Hey, good morning, Miss Cleveland," because I'm not gonna say the other one. And they be like, "How she say your name?" She only likes me. That's what I tell her.
Oh my goodness.
So she says my name. So I'm like, when my sisters be like, "Why you turn your phone off? It can be important." Okay, well. I ask Alexa. I have my phone set up to Alexa too sometimes.
Alexa, read me my notifications.
So she
Well, no,
has
I
a
don't do
smart
that
home.
one.
That's a smart home, right?
It's closer to a smart home,
mean-
yeah. I mean, if Alexa can control the air conditioner or
And the
Yep,
lights.
she
Dim
does.
lights.
Lock my door, unlock the door.
okay, yeah, that's a smart home right there. That's a full smart home.
Miss Cleveland into technology for sure.
I mean, just a little bit, because don't nobody else know how to work it but me. They
Alexa,
like,
reset the breaker.
I don't try to do too much because I've seen too many movies with these AIs taking over. So,
Terminator Salvation.
so those movies, I kind of limit her
iRobot.
contact a little
So
bit.
how does that influence your children? Because you have young children.
They like it.
They like that.
That's why I need to start. I want to teach them a little bit more on the desktop computer.
See?
Because they ask all the time, and like you say, everything in the world is technology now. So
Well,
get them some little tools they can go out. I'm like, how you know that?
Yeah, let
My
them
mama
hang 10 while
told
they
me.
surf the web.
Yeah. Not just that, email, everything.
Yeah.
so Miss Cleveland got a smart home. I would never believe that Miss Cleveland got a smart home.
Yeah, that's actually surprising.
It's very well.
Why?
she did come-
Everybody's got a smart home. Everybody got
iPhone, I
doorbell.
was surprised.
Not
Everybody got a
everyone.
doorbell. What?
Everyone got a
thing.
Ring doorbell, but they
Yeah.
don't have a smart home where it unlocks your door.
And I don't know. I don't think the smart home. I mean, I like the idea, but I think that it causes some harm with the children. Like,
over
Do
reliance
they
on
get to
it.
see the packages that come? Because I know the Alexa can read off like the delivery. So how is Christmas gonna go when those packages start delivering, and the kids are seeing what's?
Mine don't do that.
You sure?
Oh, she disabled it.
Well, no, I do that yet, but no, I don't. I don't tie Amazon to Alexa because I order from Amazon all the time.
And then it sounds like she's using it on a personal level. Like, is this just your assistant or is it for the whole house?
I mean, it's for the whole house, but
But it calls your name in the morning.
Yeah,
it do.
So it
say
must be
just
your
your
own
name.
personal name.
Maybe because I set it up, so I don't know.
So what do you think, Treyvon? I think the kids. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, the kids, if she had it hooked up to Amazon, they could have been ordering packages left and right.
Yeah.
I don't trust all the kids with technology now.
Okay, because I've seen that. I've seen where the Alexa. It was a birthday season, and I ordered something, and the Alexa read off everything that I ordered for the birthday.
Wow, that was spoiled.
It was, oh my God. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't even know she could do that.
I didn't
So you
either.
gotta make sure that's off.
I'm gonna have to check that when I go home now.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah. I don't know about the smart home thing. It's pretty cool. But far as the youth, I think, I don't know. That may mess them up a little bit because it may cause more procrastination. You know, they want to, like Treyvon said, order stuff that they don't have approval.
If they're very tech savvy, they could hack into your home.
I don't know.
Maybe
about
that's
that.
why I'm the only one who has access to Alexa in my house. Maybe that's why.
Well, the good thing is you don't have it connected to Amazon.
Yeah, I'm not.
Even though it is an Amazon product, but it's not connected to your account. So that's a good thing.
Well, sorta. Because
Uh-oh.
when I set it up, I had to log into it, but it don't read my packages though. I don't know how to do that.
Okay, as long as it's not placing orders, that's all that matters, right?
So what's your advice on technology for like a family, you know, with younger kids, and like what are you suggesting as far as technology?
I mean, they don't hardly use it. I would say, like Treyvon said, teach them the basics of a computer.
Yeah, a computer will take you a lot further than Alexa will because Alexa, I feel like it's limited right now. Honestly, it's not that advanced yet, but it's
What, the
getting there.
Alexa?
Yeah, there's different AIs too. There's Google Home, there's Alexa, there's Siri.
What is the Google? What?
The Google Home one, I don't know what it's
Home?
called.
That what you said? Home?
Yeah, there's a Google Home. You never heard
Uh-oh,
of Google
Miss
Home?
Cleveland gonna go research. She
I
gonna,
am.
Yeah, it's Google Home. There's a thing called Google Home.
Just like Alexa.
Similar, but not quite. Because you know that Google Mini we have in the front?
Mm-hmm.
That can connect to a Google Home system. There's Google access points and all that stuff. And yeah, it's just... I didn't look too much into it, but it's there.
See, you don't need no Google. You just need Alexa. That's it. Google doing too much.
oh my God. Someone that has a smart home saying somebody's doing too much. Said Google is doing too much, but she has her home all smart. Lights and
Yeah, it's
everything.
Alexa
AC.
Home.
I mean, the lights, I don't think you do the lights yet, but I'm going to do some research,
Oh,
yeah.
you probably going to have it hooked up to the light.
Sure am. I'm going to Google that.
Alexa, turn on the bathroom light.
Turn on the water heater.
Alexa, start the stove.
Well, we have to figure out how we want to tie this in with the youth as far as technology. Because it seems like we saying one thing and we saying another. Because we saying we
Yeah.
want to introduce them. We saying that they should be tech savvy. But then we don't want them to have cell phones. We don't want them, like, that's the same thing, right? Because technology all across the board.
I think the one where we don't want them to have phones is more having them stuck on social media constantly, soaking up all that they don't need. Because
But
they're in a
Treyvon,
learning
you
phase,
just said
right?
you be on social media scrolling down.
I'm
just
grown.
looking
I can do what I want.
But we don't
They
wanna
they
be
kind of grown
hypocrites.
too. They like
yeah,
young
they're
adults.
kind of grown, but I'm looking like informational stuff because I'm a tech savvy person. That's just my personality.
So it's okay for you to do it.
I'm learning about stuff that y'all probably won't know about.
See, that's what I'm saying. For adults, it's like it's okay. But then when we think of the youth, why we don't want the youth to learn? If it's something positive, then they should be okay with social media, learning from social media, especially if the parents aren't teaching them.
Yeah, if they can learn from it, that's a good thing.
So I feel like by you saying that you get to sit and chill and be
Or
on
benefit
social
from
media,
it. They need to benefit
they
from
need to
it.
benefit from it.
Yeah.
But only Treyvon benefit from it. Nobody else.
Well, that's just for entertainment.
Yeah, he's talking about it's for entertainment.
Yeah, I mean, I can look at other stuff like maybe some coding videos or maybe something that's interesting. Like, oh, I didn't know they did that. Or maybe like the lawsuit going on with someone, and I'm like, oh yeah, let me let me make sure I don't have anything in them, like any stalker or something like that. Because right now, do you know there's a computer company called NZXT, not advertising or sponsor or anything. They're
Sound
having
like you are now.
yeah, they're having trouble right now. And YouTuber came out and said, oh, they're getting a lawsuit because it's anti-consumer based. They basically like they can rent a computer for 2 years, but they don't get to keep it. They make twice the profit on the computer they bought, but they don't get to keep it, and that technology is out of date after like a certain amount of years. So there's no point in getting it back.
So that's the stuff you be coming across when you on social media?
Yeah, it was just a quick snippet. I was like, I'm going to bed, so let me see what's going on.
Oh,
I saw it on
goodness.
YouTube right there. I'm like, oh, let's see what this is about. Because the last one I saw was about a different one. It was like, oh, that's a very big one.
Okay.
Because some of these companies get shady.
You hear it. You hear it. You hear it directly that it's okay to be on social media chilling.
Yeah, just don't be over obsessed with it.
And how
Remember-
long are we saying?
remember you-
15 minutes before you go to bed?
Oh, trust me, I'll be knocked out once I'm in the bed. It won't be very long.
Okay. Well, it's good to hear that it's okay to be on social media, but for something positive.
Yeah, just remember to come back to reality.
Come back to reality. All right. That's a good one.
Yeah, basically learn about the, since we're wrapping up, basically learn about the basic stuff that you need to know for your work, like how to open a file, how to copy a file, how to edit a file, please. And how to maybe edit a PDF, because I know that's not really taught, honestly. You need a certain file for that or a certain program. You can be on social media, learn some new stuff from it. I mean, sometimes they're teaching you about stuff that you don't even know about. Like, you can look up a tutorial on how to how to make a home server or something like that. It can be productive. It can be not. It depends on you how you use it. So other than that, thank you for joining us for the show.
Yes. Thank you. Thanks for all the support. Oh my God. Have you guys seen our social media? It's been on fire lately. Oh my God.
It's been on fire, man. That's gonna be hard to fix.
Yes. Don't put it out. We need it to be on fire.
I mean, as long as it's not burning up no one's phone. Hopefully they have an iPhone.
So yeah, you guys keep supporting, like, share, getting those comments. Let us know what you think, because the feedback is what helps us keep going and also enhance. So don't hesitate to let us know how we're doing. My name is Renee.
I'm Miss Cleveland.
And I'm Treyvon. And this is the TLC Show.
See you next time.
TLC.